Timer here, and there's one down.
Good morning. Again, my name is Rachel Hanigan. I'm the engineering manager in the Oklahoma Department of Transportation's Environmental Programs Division. So I'll tell you a little bit about ODOT's Environmental Programs Division. The division is relatively new within ODOT. ODOT's been around for a long time, but the Environmental Programs Division really wasn't established until 2007. And it was established with the intent to really try and consolidate some of the agency's environmental expertise into one division. So the purpose really was to integrate some environmental considerations and regulatory requirements into ODOT's programs and also our operations. So we also, the intent was to provide really a broad range of expertise in both the natural and human environment. So here's kind of a broad overview of who we are and what we do within the Environmental Programs Division at ODOT. It's interesting, I've heard a lot of interdisciplinary approach this morning, and we have interdisciplinary folks within our Environmental Programs Division. We have engineers, project managers, environmental specialists, biologists, really all coming together to try and, again, look at both the human and natural environments. So we have various programs areas. We do NEPA policy and documentation on the project development side of things, stormwater core permitting, mitigation, noise assessments. We do endangered species compliance, consult with Fish and Wildlife Service. We do archaeological and cultural resources, haz waste, asbestos, radiological. So we really have a teamwork approach. And I've ostracized 3 programs, stormwater, the core permitting, and the noise side of things, because those are really the 3 programs that I directly manage. So that's a lot of programs, but what we really do from start to finish, all the way from project planning to construction and throughout construction, we just try and ensure environmental compliance and manage ODOT's environmental risk. So in preparing to come to talk to you all, I think I wanted to really focus on some of our partnerships and maybe see if any of you have ideas of how we could partner. These are 2 of our really ongoing partnerships. We do contract with Oklahoma Biological Survey to do some of our biological assessments and monitoring. We also go contract with the Oklahoma Archaeological Survey, so they do our cultural resource assessments, and sometimes we are required to do construction monitoring, so we partner with them on those efforts as well. More examples of some of our past partnerships. We've done tree grants with small communities. We've done statewide anti-litter campaign. We've done Adopt a Highway Trash Off. We're trying to keep those floatables out of our surface waters. And we've also been a huge partner with ODEQ in the annual trash poster contest. So here are some potential partnerships that are really on my mind. In our stormwater program within ODOT, we've put together a stormwater action team. And what that team, it's again an interdisciplinary approach. We've combined some environmental expertise. We've brought in our construction engineers, some of our resident inspectors. We're trying to look at what types of BMPs does ODOT use on construction sites. What are the BMPs that we have in our standards and specifications that we allow contractors to use? How can we improve those existing BMPs? And then really the next step is what other BMPs are out there that other industries are using, that are being used in other states that we haven't even thought about. So here's an example of a few of those. We've seen the mesh back silt fence used in Oklahoma. We haven't seen it really on ODOT projects a bunch yet. So that's something that we're interested in. The wood mulch, kind of sandbag or mesh bag, and the compost filter socks. So these are all what we would kind of term innovative BMPs because ODOT isn't using them currently. And we're interested. Do we have concerns with runoff, leaching of nutrients from compost filter socks, leaching of nutrients from wood waste? These are just ideas, thoughts on my mind within our stormwater program. So that being said, this is what I really wanted to leave you with today. ODOT has an entire office of research and implementation. So if you have a research idea and you think ODOT would be interested in it, we would love to hear about it. And the way you start that process is to fill out, it's just a 2-page form. It's pretty simple. I have the email up here that you can contact folks in that division. I've got a link to the form, and I will also leave you with my contact info, but we really would. If you have a research idea that you think any division at ODOT would be interested in, again, we would love to hear from you and potentially partner with you. Thank you.